Good morning, students. Today I would like to discuss about our geography lesson, our environment. In this lesson, we are going to learn about natural environment and its types, abiotic and biotic, and interaction between components of the environment. And we are going to know about a human environment. Before going to the explanation, let us know about the one famous environmentalist. His name was Sundarlal Bahuguna. He was a famous environmentalist. He has been one of the leader of Chipko movement in India. Famous Chipko movement leader. He is known for standing up against the agencies that cause harm to ecological balance. According to him, this new age luxury village will lead to rise in pollution that shall cause ecological disturbances in the region. He raised his voice against the proposed international Himalayan ski village near Manali in 2007. Okay, this is about Sundarlal Bahuguna. He is a famous environmentalist. Okay, first let us know about environment. There are a number of things around us, right? Like plants, animals, soil, water, and human beings. They form our surroundings. The surroundings in which we live is called the environment, right? The word environment is derived from the French word environner. What is that? French word environner, which means to surround. Which means to surround. Therefore, what that means? The environment refers about surroundings within which organisms exist. Okay. Our environment comprises both living and non-living components. All the components of the environment are interdependent on each other. Okay. How it is later we will discuss. First, natural environment. Natural environment. The environment differs from place to place. It comprises two components, biotic and abiotic. See, the natural environment in turn may be divided into physical elements and biological elements. What is the another name for physical elements? Abiotic elements, and biological elements are biotic environment. See, first let us know about abiotic environment. All non-living things such as what air, soil, water bodies, sunshine, temperature, etc. are the abiotic components of the environment. It is divided into the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Next, coming to the biotic environment. All living beings such as plants, animals, microorganisms, and human beings are the biotic components of the environment. The environment which is occupied by living organisms is called the biosphere. See, a biosphere it includes a biotic and a abiotic environment. A biosphere extends from the bottom of the ocean to the top of the highest mountains. This biosphere extends from below 11,000 meters to 9,000 meters above the sea level. The organisms living in the environment are dependent on it as well as on each other. This dependence, this dependence is especially for food. See, interdependence of organisms. All living beings need energy to live. To live, is it right? Why? They get this energy from the food they eat. Okay. Within the biosphere, all the living organisms, that is the producers, consumers, and decomposers, are dependent. The producer, like green plants, can prepare their food. How they can prepare food? By using water and carbon dioxide and sunlight. Like that, they can prepare their own food. For all living beings are divided into producers, consumers, and decomposers. So, like in these producers, like green plants, they can prepare their own food by using water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. And next, consumers. Consumers, that means the living beings are directly or indirectly depending for their food on plants. They are known as consumers. For example, herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores are the three kinds of consumers. Herbivores means feed only grass. Herbivores feed only grass, and carnivores means feeding on other animals. Omnivores feed both grass and other animals. Next, decomposers. Which the organisms which decompose the dead bodies of producers are a consumer are called decomposers. See here, decomposers are organisms such as bacteria which lead to the breakdown of dead animals and plants. In the biosphere, all the producers, consumers, and decomposers depend on each other, especially for their food. This results in the presence of food chain and food webs. All the food webs are delicately balanced. So, if one link in the web is destroyed, all the other organisms will be affected. See here in your textbook, they given one picture. The first picture, sun. The grass, the plants get food and sunlight and carbon dioxide from the sun. Sorry, plants can prepare their own food by using sunlight. So here plants are producers. Here this rabbit is a consumer. Why? It can feed only grass. So this is herbivore. So next, this owl was feeding on the other animal like a rabbit. This is carnivore. Here this rabbit is a primary consumer and this owl is a secondary consumer. After the owl dies, it decomposes like a fungi. Turn the remains of the hawk into nutrients which are released into the soil. These nutrients with sun and water help the grass to grow and the cycle goes on. This is the food chain. Next, ecosystem. An ecosystem is a natural unit Ecosystem is a natural unit. It consists of non-living, that means land, water and air, and living elements like plants and animals. There are several food chains existing in different ecosystems. The interrelationship of different food chains forms the food web. See, the food chains and other interrelationship maintain a balance in the environment called the ecological balance. In this system, energy is passed from one organism to another. See here, all living organisms that are biotic components that are interdependent and interlinked with each other, and the physical environment, abiotic components in which they reside, for instance, forests, grasslands, and deserts. The biosphere is referred to as a global ecosystem. Within the biosphere, each natural habitat such as forests, deserts or pond with its community of living things is referred to as the regional ecosystem. The constant interaction between living and non-living things gives a dynamic character to the environment. Any change in the abiotic environment produces a resultant change in the biotic environment. Why? All are dependent on each other, especially in terms of numbers of kinds of species. Living things in turn modify their physical environment to suit them. Okay, this is about a ecosystem. See, in our textbook they given about ecosystem of ponds. These all are aquatic. Some aquatic animals are also dependent on water. Without water they can't live. Next, let us know about human environment. The human environment encompasses human beings and their activities. It encompasses human beings and their activities. The environment is the source of all resources required by human beings in order to prosper and survive. We are using number of vehicles and air conditions, using different technologies and socio-economical and institutional activities to fulfill our needs. Early humans lived in harmony with nature, but over the years, advancement of science and technology, rapid industrialization and spread of agriculture gave rise to urbanization. Urbanization means most of them are move to towns. That means the process by which the towns and cities grow bigger and more people go to live in them. And overpopulation and disrupted this harmony. Human activities such as clearing the forest, lands, lumbering and mining became unsustainable with the passage of time, thus accelerating the process of environmental degradation. These all activities of the human beings has caused much damage to the environment. The continued environmental degradation can completely destroy the various aspects of the environment. This is about a human environment. See here, I forgot to tell about this about biosphere. See, lithosphere means lithosphere or land is the solid rock surface of the earth which provides the canvas for the existence of the plants, animals and human beings. Lithosphere, that is the lithosphere means the solid portion of the earth on which we live. It is known as the lithosphere. Okay. Atmosphere means the air that we breathe is the part of the atmosphere. That is called atmosphere. It can be defined as the blanket of gases include oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide that surrounds the earth. Next, hydrosphere. About 71% of the surface is covered by water. The area of the earth covered by water is called a hydrosphere. Okay, next, biosphere means what? All living things required land, air, and water to survive. So, this zone is called the biosphere. This is about our environment. I hope all are understood